everyone, welcome back to another video. So today I wanted to kind of do a second part to a video I did maybe a few months ago. I did a list of the top 10 underrated jerseys. Top 10 underappreciated jerseys. So today I wanted to kind of take a look at the opposite end of the spectrum. The top 10 overrated jerseys. Don't worry, Buffalo fans, this is not on there. I absolutely love this jersey. It is fantastic. It is not on there. I just wanted an excuse to wear it. Seemed like a good time. So, my criteria for this is it just has to be a current jersey that is currently being worn. So they'll all be Adidas on this list. There will be no retro, heritage, throwback jerseys on this list. Technically, I guess some of them are throwback jerseys, but they're being currently worn. So, if that makes any sense. Pretty much going to get started off with an honorable mention at number, technically, 11. The Montreal Canadiens current road jersey. Now, it's a fine looking jersey. Kind of plain, kind of bland, boring. I really wish they would just have the white jersey that matched their home jersey. Like I said, there's really not a whole lot wrong with the Montreal road jersey. I just kind of tired of seeing it. I wish they would spice it up just a little bit. So, honorable mention, Montreal Canadiens current road jersey. Alright, starting it off with the number 10 spot, the Winnipeg Jets current fourth jersey. Their Heritage Classic jersey that they wore from this year. I'm not sure if they're going to wear it beyond this year, but they're going to wear it a couple times at home. I think they've already worn it against Dallas, and I think they're going to wear it once, maybe twice more this year. And the jersey itself is okay. The big problem I have with this jersey, like I've mentioned in other videos, is the logo of the jersey itself. I think if it was a white background for the logo of the crest, I think it would look pretty cool. But I feel like since it's blue and the jersey is blue, the logo kind of gets washed out a little bit. Don't get me wrong, it's a nice looking jersey. It's really, really well made. It just could be better. I think it kind of gets a little bit too much love for that reason. I think if it was a white background for the main crest logo, I think it would be so much better and would stand out a little bit more. But overall, can't really say too much bad about this jersey, so I know there's going to be Jets fans who are probably not going to like what I'm saying, but hopefully there are some Jets fans who agree with me. We'll see. Alright, number 9. The Anaheim Ducks current home jersey. I have it hanging up in the background. I don't have the Adidas version of it, but there's really no difference between that and the Reebok one. For honorable mentions, in my underrated jerseys, I had their current white jersey. I actually really quite like their white jersey. I think it's really underappreciated. Their current home jersey, I think, is a bit overrated. I really don't like it. I really much prefer their orange third jersey. I think that would be a much better choice for a home jersey. I'm just really tired and think that the home jersey should probably just get changed or just retired and move on from it. I think it's about time. But on the other hand, I realize that there's still a lot of Ducks fans who really quite seem to like this jersey. I don't really understand it. When it first came out as a third jersey, I was all on board with it, but like I said, at this point, I'm kind of just over it a little bit. Time to go. Number 8. I think this one is a little bit controversial because this one seems to be beloved by a lot of people, but the Columbus Blue Jackets current third jersey. It has grown on me. I was never really a huge fan of it. I recently just ended up purchasing it, I think maybe 2 months ago at this point. And it's a lot nicer in person. Like I said, it's really kind of grown on me, but I feel like it's just gets overhyped a little too much. I much prefer their current home jersey over it. I think their home jersey right now is one of the best looking jerseys out there as far as home jerseys go, but the third jersey, it is nice. I just don't really understand all the love for it, personally. Alright, so number 6, the Florida Panthers home jersey. I'm not a fan of it. After they did their whole redesign, I really love the white jersey. I think their white jersey that they have right now looks spectacular. Home jersey, not as much. I feel like on TV it just kind of looks kind of bland and boring. Especially from what they had before that. Their playoff run that they had in 2014, I think it was. That was a really nice looking jersey. I don't know. The current look that they have right now, I just really wish the whole stripe along the center just went all the way around the jersey. I don't like that it cuts off. The shade of red that it is, I don't really like that either. I think this jersey is not well liked compared to what they had, but I feel like people seem to like this jersey. Maybe that's just my own perception, but for me personally, really don't like it that much. I should clarify, this was a relatively difficult list to put jerseys because honestly, I really like almost every jersey. Even jerseys I hate, they're still a hockey jersey and I still kind of like them, if that makes any sense, with the exception of one. We'll get there. Number 5, the jersey that's kind of grown on me like the Columbus one, the current Pittsburgh Penguins home jersey. I've never really liked this jersey, even back as a child looking at hockey cards of this old school looking jersey. It always just felt really dirty and gritty, like it's just something about it I just never really clicked with me. I've pretty much preferred almost every jersey that they've had up until this point. The one that they had before this look, their 90s look, their 2000s look, I much preferred almost all of those over what they have right now. Again, I get it, nostalgia, winning Stanley Cups in 91 and 92 in that jersey definitely kind of makes it easier to understand why they're wearing it right now. But just, I don't know, it just doesn't click with me. Till this day, it just really doesn't look that great to me. Number 4, the Bruins home jersey. Again, there's just something about it. It just doesn't quite work for me. Completely unrelated to the actual jersey itself, but when they switched over to Adidas, I hate that they changed their color of their socks. They used to wear yellow socks, and they've had that for years and years and years. It was a Boston's look. It looked good. When you saw that, you thought of the Bruins. Now they just have socks that look pretty much exactly like Pittsburgh. And they changed the number kit on the back as well. I thought it was a lot better on the Reebok style as opposed to the Adidas one. Again, super small change. Not a lot of people would notice it, but it is a little bit different, and I don't think it looks as good. Put on top of the fact that I think their current third jersey that they have right now is probably the best dark jersey that Boston's ever made. I absolutely am in love with that jersey, and it is fantastic, and I cannot wait to get it. By the time this video releases, I will probably already have it. It should be here tomorrow as I'm filming this. So I'll probably have that jersey at that point. But yeah, it looks phenomenal. And I know this Boston jersey is just classic, and Bruins fans love this jersey. For me, I think it's just really overrated. Not a fan. Alright, so I feel like I've been messing up the numbers, so this would be number 4. The Buffalo Sabres current home jersey. They are getting new jerseys next season, so 2021 they will have a completely new look. 2020, 2021. The whole number thing confuses me. It's going to be a really complicated decade. But the collar, right here in the neckline, I don't like it on the Buffalo home jersey. I think it looks really weird. It kind of looks like almost like a skeleton of a fish, like a fish skeleton. It looks really bizarre to me. Now, the look that they had with the Reebok one, not a lot has changed. I much preferred the Reebok look to the Adidas one. The overall presentation looks pretty good. I like the navy blue and the yellow. I think when it works pretty good. But yeah, that collar for the Buffalo one just does not work very well. The one on the road jersey, I think, kind of hides it a little bit better. But yeah, not on the home one. And I think Buffalo fans everywhere will be super happy next year when they go back to the royal blue and yellow. So we'll see how that looks next year. Okay, number 3. You've seen me talk about this jersey a lot. The Calgary Flames current third jersey, and I would probably bet all of my jerseys on it. It'll be the future home jersey sooner rather than later. I'm not a fan of this jersey. I know this city loves it, and I completely understand why. 1989, that was the look that they were rocking when they lifted the Stanley Cup. So I completely understand it. Doesn't change the fact that it is ugly as all hell. I don't know, it just looks really, really off to me. The jersey itself has kind of grown on me, but the overall whole uniform, the pants, the gloves, the socks, the helmet, I think it just looks awful, and I really don't like it. I will look at the Flames like third jersey schedule and try to avoid games when they're wearing that, because I really don't like seeing it at all. I think it's just not a nice look. But I've beaten that horse to death so much. Let's just move on. Number 2. Number 2, the New York Islanders' current home jersey. I'm not a fan of it. I know I know the Islanders fans seem to absolutely love this jersey. Again, kind of like Boston, I much prefer their current third jersey. I think that is a much nicer look. Don't get me wrong, I like the royal blue and the orange together. I think it looks decent. But I'm just kind of tired of this look that the Islanders have had for so long throughout their history. I realize they've changed things here and there. They've gone through different looks, different like navy, blue, and orange. I get that. They've pretty much, for the most part in their history, have always kind of rocked this particular look. I just think it's time for a change for the Islanders. I would say bring the third jersey as the full-time home jersey and just put the current one away in the closet for a while, let it get missed again, then bring it back or something like that. But yeah, it just doesn't work for me. Oh well. Okay, number 1. This shouldn't be a surprise to anyone who knows my thinking and opinion on jerseys. The Washington Capitals' current third jersey. My God, this thing is ugly. It is just ridiculously ugly, and I don't even care what you think of my opinion at this point in time. It's awful. It is something from the 70s that someone thought was a great idea. My God, it should have just stayed in the 70s. It is brutal. Their current home jersey and their current road jersey, I think, are phenomenal. I would like to see some of the 90s jerseys come back. Maybe that's just because I'm from the 90s. It kind of is nostalgia to me. I don't even, like I said with the Calgary one, I understand why people like that jersey. They won a Stanley Cup in it. Washington was awful in those jerseys when they actually wore that as their full-time home and away jersey way back in the day. They were just a terrible team. Why would you want to bring that jersey back? It doesn't look good. You have a losing history in it. It just blows my mind. I think it's just way overrated, way too hyped up, way too appreciated. I just think it's just awful. I'm not going to say anything more about it because there's no point. Thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you guys want, you can follow me on Instagram as well. I'll leave a link to that in the description as always. And if not, I will see you guys again soon in the next video. Take care. Bye.